rhythm going by Hamed.
Hard left hook by Soto. And you saw the typically off-balance Hamed moved to the side by that punch. Now Prince Naseem comes back with an uppercut of his own. Soto trying to measure, get inside, and pin his man against the ropes and fire the left hook to the body, as you saw him do twice there. Another left hook lands hard upstairs. Naz grinning, a sure sign that he felt it. So Cesar Soto has settled down in the latter 2 minutes of this round.
Good body shot by the Prince.
One more time, big point.
Another warning against Soto, and an indication that the next instance of holding will produce a penalty point. As we go to Soto's corner, where Miguel Diaz speaks Spanish, our interpreter is Hector Garcia. Now Diaz is chasing referee Dale Grable across the ring, trying to say to Grable, it isn't my man who's holding, it's Prince Naseem who's pulling his head into it.
You're doing very well. You're doing very well. When you step on him, you throw that right hand and then the left hand behind it. When you step on him, just do that. Breathe in deep. Breathe in. You're doing real well.
Here's that long left hook that Soto got in position for. Not on the jaw, but an effective punch. It landed behind the point where it might do some serious damage.
Naz was out of his corner for several seconds waiting for Soto. Soto stayed on his stool until the last possible instant. And the referee, Dale Grable, wanted a couple of more seconds to get things set before letting them at each other.
Now the Prince is using his footwork. That's what you want to see. Dancing, moving, counterpunching.
And as the Prince comes forward and engages, Soto tries to get to his body.
Now Soto can have lots of problems with a moving, dynamic Prince. Lots of problems.
Naz landing a soft left. Soto trying to counter with a hard left of his own.
Soto keeps his hands right in front of him. He jabs.
Prince Naseem fans in the crowd chanting Nazi, Nazi, Nazi. Soto lunging as he comes forward. Naz getting a chance but missing. Crowd gets excited but no heavy contact there.
This is what happens when a fighter spends too much time in the gym practicing power. You're born with power. You got to shadow box and make sure you can execute.
As always, Prince Naseem tempting fate with his hands held down well below his waist, relying on his flashing speed and extraordinary reflexes to stay out of serious danger.
Conversely, Soto is holding his hands unusually high to protect his jaw.
So you have a study in contrasts now, midway through round 3. Soto focusing on staying in his envelope. Naz trying to tempt him out of it.
Naz has got a good rhythm now. He goes left, left, and then right, 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 and then left.
Soto not as busy in this round, and it's given Prince Naseem a chance to get off.
I got a feeling the referee is really going to change the course of this boxing match.
I kind of feel like he wants too much of this boxing.
Yeah, I mean, you really want to stay out of the fight as much as you can. Tell him to break.
First one that takes a punch without a break, it's going to get a point off. Now box.
Yeah, he's got too much referee tonight.
Yeah, and he's offering instructions in English, which Cesar Soto might not understand.
Never thought about that.
He's warning both fighters not to punch off the break and saying that the next fighter who throws a punch off the break is going to be penalized. But I'm not sure Soto knows what he said.
Not only that, he's been warning too much. You can only do so many warnings.
Opposite.
Big left hook lands upstairs for Soto. Naz comes back with a right left of his own.
To him now, you're making him get a hard.
Here we see Soto pressing Naz head into his chin and neck.
Now you got him stretching and doing a steady. Keep working at it. He's falling apart mentally because the man cannot think this, but you're doing too many things to him. He used to keep him straight, and every time he punches, let him miss completely. And keep turning, y'all. You're bringing him down systematically. Fight, a good fight. That was the best round. And I always know where he is. You know where you're there, when you can do what you want to do.
What you talk to him when you're inside, take advantage of it. When he's grabbing, take advantage of it.
Stay back, Nas. Stay back. Stays down, coach.
CompuBox numbers in round 3. A very Prince Hamed-like round. Naseem throwing 43 punches and landing 14. That's about what he likes to do. Cesar Soto, 10 out of 44. Harold, how do you have it through 3?
Get off his head, off his head.
2 rounds to 1. Prince Naseem Hamed. Certainly Cesar Soto won that second round. He landed some great shots. I don't think Dale Grable is over refereeing. It's a very rough fight. He's trying to stop this from the beginning. In other words, straighten out all the violations early.
Don't push him off, Nas.
Yeah, but he's got at least 2 warnings to keep track of at this point.
Yeah, you don't want that much yah-yah in the ring. You really don't. When you can make a good fight a terrible fight. The good referees.
But surely the referee feels like he's doing exactly the opposite. Helping the fight to be better by getting them to fight more cleanly.
Yeah, the good referees, they stay out of it. You stop them from hitting on the break by getting in between the guys.
Soto is like the dog who chases the car and catches it and then doesn't quite know what to do. He catches Naz and he just hugs him or throws some punch that is smothered right away. Like this.
Stop punching.
I like Emmanuel Stewart's instruction. I've never seen a guy that diversified as far as instructions. He comes in and gives this guy the proper instructions he needs.
Well, the only similarity between what Naz does and the traditional Kronk style is that he has his hands low. Soto landing one to the back of Naz's head after a hard right hand drove Prince Naseem back.
This is not a Kronk fighter. This guy is being instructed properly. I'm amazed.
And
play with him. You never hear Emmanuel Stewart say things.
Emmanuel's
like
showing his flexibility as a trainer in this day and age.
You got to applaud that. You got
Lennox Lewis is a whole different trip than Prince Naseem Hamed, and he's training both of them together.
Boy, good body shots.
Break! Stop him.
And now the job gets tougher for Grable.
Point. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Point.
And the penalty is against Prince Naseem. So 1 point deducted from Prince Naseem here in the 4th.
I'm telling you, the referee has been doing too much of this stuff.
I don't know who he deducted the point from.
He deducted it from Prince Naseem Hamed. It was clear, Larry. He pointed to the Prince.
Who picked this judge? I mean, this referee.
Michigan State Commission. And quite obviously, they don't have a lot of opportunities to do this kind of thing. This is the first night of championship boxing in Detroit in 12 years, since 1987 when Tommy Hearns lifted the world light heavyweight crown from Dennis Andries.
And the referee is looking for a disqualification.
Stop! Keep boxing him. Keep turning him and angling him and twisting him around, okay? You're doing good, you're in good shape, but you got to keep angling. Keep him out there twisting and turning. And what you should, you're just missing him with that right uppercut. You want to catch him with it pretty soon. You just missed him with it. Once you catch him with it.
When he stands in front of you, just before he's ready to come in, throw your punch. It's a second before you're going to catch him. You're doing real well.
Excess from Hamed.
Now we're going to do it now. We eliminated a lot of his
And still to come tonight, a live conversation with Evander Holyfield in Atlanta, Lennox Lewis in the Pocono Mountains in Pennsylvania. Both of them are training for their rematch November 13 in Las Vegas. We'll talk live to both later on this evening. Round 5 begins. Scheduled 12. The dancing ends as Cesar Soto drives Prince Naseem Hamed back into the corner. Action slows. That appears to be somewhat to Soto's advantage as he tries to get opportunities to pound Prince Naseem to the body. Arm punches by Naseem. He hasn't thrown anything with real power on it in a round and a half. And it'll be interesting to see what penalty this draws from referee Dale Grable. He's going to deduct another point, I think, from Prince Naseem. Grable wants Soto's people out of the corner. Second point deducted from Naseem. And if he rules it unsportsmanlike conduct, then the next instance of that could lead to disqualification. Harold Letterman. Is Prince Naseem on the verge of a disqualification here?
You got to wonder. Certainly he's close. I mean, he picked up Soto and body slammed him. If I were Grable, I would have done the same thing, Jim. He had to.
I don't think he had any choice. Had no choice.
I said all along, this referee was not the right guy to be in there messing with these champions.
Yeah, but this is an ugly fight because of the way Soto is fighting with his head down and his hands high, trying to get in close.
He's solid now. He's fighting in a good, solid position.
And because Hamed is left-handed, and so they don't mesh right, and the judge is trying to make some sense of a fight that it may not be possible to make any sense of.
Times like this, you would like the commissioners to get in and have a little powwow with the referee and let him see exactly where he's coming from.
And now Prince Naseem seems to suddenly have decided that he needs to take this into his own hands, and he begins to fire heavy power shots for the first time since the third round. Well, Roy Jones was unbeaten and lost on a disqualification against Montel Griffin. Oscar De La Hoya was unbeaten and lost on a controversial decision against Felix Trinidad. Could Prince Naseem see his record sullied for the first time on a disqualification here? He seems ever dangerously closer to it. Switching feet, trying to land something big out of the blue. Round 5 comes to a close.
Now you're doing it. Now you're doing. You step up, and that's why a fighter pays a trainer. You step in and do something.
The reference is to Emmanuel Stewart, who has come into the ring to make his presence felt with Dale Grable, and now Miguel Diaz has come in to join the conversation. And the round card girl doesn't have any room to move. Now she manages to slip by and let us know that round 6 is upcoming.
And she doesn't give a damn about any of it.
That's why not be disqualified.
So many guys, all they do is sit back in the corner and wait for their paychecks. This is what you hire a manager and trainer for, to get in there.
There's the body
Don't be afraid of these referees.
Previous round, and obviously deliberate.
And now Naz comes out of his corner to wait for round 6. The crowd gets juiced as they get 2 replay views of the body slam on the overhead jumbotron. And now through 5 by CompuBox numbers, Naseem Hamed has landed 62 out of 212, and Cesar